Greg was one of two quarterbacks that played for me in my tenure there that was a 2-year starter. And so um, he racked up just some huge numbers, and he's got every offensive record in the record book. Um, did some amazing things, and was the quarterback on what I consider my best team, which was the 2006 team that was 10-1, and we lost one game to Foothill by 7 points, or we would have been playing for the state championship. And we had a great team, and Greg was the leader of that squad.
Greg was someone that was just a sponge in terms of absorbing information, breaking down film, understanding the concepts of what we were trying to do, and just was relentless in terms of trying to get better. And you look at his growth from year one as a starter to year two, not even to mention the redshirt year, was just phenomenal.
I first met Greg when he was 10 years old, and I was coaching him for Pop Warner. And he was a tight end at the time. And I'm like, I was watching him throw the football. I said, why is this kid a tight end? He's taller, bigger than everybody. Let's put him at quarterback. And I started him at quarterback then. And he's just natural to us. This kid was a fish to water with football. He understood it, and he would listen, but he would listen not just to respond. He would listen to engage, because he wanted to know what I knew at the time, and he was interested. He wanted to learn. It was great to have a player like that. And then to coach him in high school was amazing, because he was he was the best athlete I think I've ever coached in high school football.
We'd like to think he's an honorary defensive guy just because of the way he played, his toughness, his mental toughness. He was a standout defensive end most of his playing career, which many people may not know. And that's a rare combo to be a quarterback defensive end. And he played literally just about probably every position on defense, but mostly just played quarterback on offense. But I remember him at camps as a young kid, was a leader, was one of the best players every camp that we ever had, and then watching him grow into his high school years, and then being lucky enough to have him at Santa Rosa JC was just amazing.
I think the biggest attribute for Greg was he was very calm demeanor, and you couldn't tell whether we were winning or losing. He was playing well or wasn't. He was the same guy all the time, and that's a great quality to have for a quarterback, and that quality rubbed off on his teammates.
Big guy, 6'5", 240 pounds, but moved around really well, and his footwork and timing were extraordinary. And then at some point he learned that he could run, right? And so once he broke free and started taking off when something wasn't there, that's kind of where he changed to the next level.
I thought it was a great transition to go into the junior college, especially with Keith Simons and his offense, where he could really learn at a different level that I was teaching at the time. And Keith is a fantastic coach, so he learned a lot from Keith. And then to watch him play on the field, I remember his dad telling me a story once that they came to watch the JC play, and Greg told him that I'm going to play in this field one day. And then I was in the stands with his dad when he was telling me that story, watching his son play on the field he said he was going to play on. I thought that was awesome.
He just was even keel and understood the system, was a quick thinker. Our quarterbacks had to be really quick decision makers, and he could put the ball where he wanted to put it, when he wanted to put it there. So those were the biggest things. But he handled adversity very well. He handled me being demanding of him, and I think that made him a better quarterback, and he handled that very, very well.
He was just fantastic, and I'm just really, really proud of him, and he's very deserving of this award. When I think of all the quarterbacks that we've had, and we've had some great ones. Coach Simons just did a phenomenal job coaching those guys up and create an environment where they could really be their best. And Greg took full advantage of all the knowledge that Coach Simons had, and the schemes that he prepared for them, and the game plans, and really put those to use. And all the records and all the accolades that he received is just an example of When you have a great athlete that buys into what you're doing, how far it can take you.
He had a command of the offense and a command of the team to where if he did say something, everyone was listening. And the way that he carried himself made everyone around him better. And so just the standard that was set and the bar that was set when he was in control made everyone step up their game, which I feel like is a testament to him as a Hall of Famer.
The number one thing I think that makes him a Hall of Famer, or why he should be a Hall of Famer, is his commitment to his own excellence. That he doesn't compete with other people as much as he competes with himself, which is great, because that's, he sets his own standard, which is awesome. But yeah, I think just his commitment to his excellence and to being the best he could possibly be.
He put up numbers that will never be touched by another quarterback at Santa Rosa Junior College. From completions to yardage to touchdown passes, I think that up until a year ago, I haven't checked recently, but Greg, I think, still holds the national record for all-time touchdown passes for junior college in the country. And just the statistics he put up, the games he won, he really helped put our program on the map. Our 2016 was ranked as high as number 2 in the nation for junior colleges, and he was a huge part of that, huge part. And he's gone on to be a good coach, good administrator now. I think that's what his career's taken him. And he's just a really quality young man. Represents the JC very well.